Good morning, friends. If you're new here, my name is Blanca and we are making gluten-free taste good. Today we are going to make chicken enchiladas, and I'm going to take a little shortcut, and I'm going to use a rotisserie chicken. So stay tuned for that recipe. Okay, we are going to start by seeding our Guajillo chilies. And all you're going to do is take them. We want to take off the stem. Tear them apart, take out all the seeds, because that's what's going to make the sauce bitter. Okay, now that I have finished seeding all of the chili pods, I have about a dozen in here, and now we're going to cover it with water, bring it to a boil, and once it's boiling, we're going to turn it off, cover it, and let it steep for about 15-20 minutes until everything is reconstituted. Once your chilies have reconstituted, you want to add them to the blender. You don't want to add the water. In this case, for this recipe, you're going to discard the water. With all the chilies in the blender, you're going to add 1/4 of an onion and 1 garlic clove, 2 cups of chicken broth. Now you're going to cover it and you're going to blend it until smooth. This will take several minutes. Okay, if you're using a high-powered Vitamix, you won't need to strain your sauce, but this one happens to be about 25 years old, if not closer to 30, so I feel like I need to strain it because I have never replaced the blades. After several minutes of blending, strain it through a metal sieve for a very smooth sauce. Okay, so to finish our enchilada sauce, you're going to heat some oil in a pan, and I've got some avocado oil in there. And I'm going to put our strained salsa. Okay, on medium-high heat, you are going to start to stir your sauce, get that residual oil mixed in, and start adding your seasonings. We're going to start with about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add 1/2 can of tomato sauce. Now we're going to add about a teaspoon of Mexican oregano. Now these leaves are a little bit bulky, so you want to break them up nice and fine in your hand and incorporate them into the sauce and stir it up. Now that you have it all combined, taste for salt. If you feel it needs a little bit more salt, add it to your tasting, or you can use a good gluten-free chicken bouillon. In this case, I used both. Now add 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Sprinkle in some pepper to taste. Mix that in until it's nice and combined. Taste for salt again. At this point, I thought it needed a little bit more cumin, so I added another 1/2 teaspoon, and I also thought that it needed chicken bouillon. Now, not all chicken bouillon is gluten-free. A lot of it does contain wheat, so you're going to have to read the ingredients of every container. Continue to stir until your sauce thickens. Once it's thickened, take it off the heat. Okay, to assemble our enchiladas, you want to take your corn tortillas, because these are gluten-free. And even if you're not gluten-free, if you want to call it enchiladas, you need to use corn tortillas. Otherwise, with flour, it's nothing but a smothered burrito. All right, we're going to dip it. Oh. Dip it in the sauce. Go to the next one.
This will make them pliable, and that way you can roll them without them breaking on you. It just takes a few seconds on either side.
Okay, so now that we have the sauce made and the tortillas prepared, we are going to assemble our enchiladas. And I shredded up some rotisserie chicken. And I'm going to add some, this is mozzarella cheese. I like a good melting cheese. And this is what is available to me. And in my prepared pan, I do have some of the enchilada sauce. So I'm going to get this enchilada sauce poured over the enchiladas. And y'all, I tasted it. Those Guajillo chilies are at a medium spice. It's pretty spicy to me. It's perfect. Generous with my sauce because I don't have anything else to use it on, so I'm just gonna pour it all on her. All right, that might be a little too much, but I don't want to waste it. So now into the oven at 350 degrees until it's heated through.
Once out of the oven, top it with queso fresco.
Okay guys, the best part is a taste test. This is delicious, you guys. Make it.